Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well. If you are living in Cape Town, SA, you would know that it is completely cold. It is freezing out there. So I hope you guys are keeping warm, drinking lots of hot chocolate and getting cozy under the blankets and so forth and so forth and so forth. Okay. um I did not expect to do a video, at least not this week, because for the past 2 days I've been feeling physically under the weather and I could not understand why I had to get sick like at this particular point in time. But then last night it all made sense and I was like, yeah, I get it, I get it. But that's a conversation for another day. I'm feeling so much better. I'm happy. I feel so happy. I feel so blissful. I feel so excited. I'm in a good space. Okay. So, yeah, I'm in a really, really, really good space. I think that the flu, the little flu that I had, was just the detox that I needed. So, yes, I'm feeling good on a physical level as well as on a mental level. So yes, I am all good. Um, so yeah, about today's video. Today's video is a channeled message. So it won't be for everyone. It will only be for a select few. So if by the end of this video you feel as though you might know somebody that might also need to hear this particular message, then please do share the link of this video with them. Also, if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment, give it a thumbs up, let me know what you think. And yeah, that's about it. um yeah, that's about it in terms of housekeeping. So let's get right into today's message. The theme of today's message is make sure they feel the same way about you. Make sure they feel the same way about you. This is a collective channeled message, so please do take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You might be feeling really disappointed because you've come to the realization that people are not as crazy about you as you are about them, right? A lot of times it is so important for us to actually ask the question, do people feel the same way about us, Because a lot of times we are out here saying things like, well, she's my best friend, he's my best friend. They're so important to me. But are they saying the same things about you? That's the big question. So you may be feeling quite disappointed because you may have labeled somebody for quite a long time as being your best friend, only to find out that they have been referring to someone else as their best friend. Okay. Like, can you imagine how that would sting, right? Like, you are referring to somebody as your best friend, but that person is referring to somebody else as their best friend. And this doesn't mean that we're not allowed to have like more than one best friend. Like we can have many best friends. But if you are not mentioned, if they're not making a fuss about you, then that's a problem right there. And I can so relate to this because this used to be my issue for most of my life, okay? And I will get into why this used to be my particular issue. Now, I am a very deep person. In fact, my depth and my sensitivity is something that I have learned to really love about myself. So, when it comes to connections such as friendships and relationships, I'm always searching for depth. I want the deep friendship, I want the deep relationship. So, even though my friendships were not really that deep, I would label it as deep, hoping that in the future it would develop into something more deep. So yes, I I would call people my best friend. I would be like, oh, she's my best friend, only to realize that she was like referring to somebody else as her best friend, and that really hurt. Yeah, that really hurt. So I was always the type of person who would fall in love very quickly, get attached very quickly, see relationships more deeper than it actually was. And you're probably wondering, like, okay, oh my gosh, Janine, were you that naive? Like, yes, I was. I was forged. Like, I was forged through the fire, guys. I was like literally forged through the fire. Okay. And it really hurt. Um, caring about people so much only to realize that they never felt the same way about me. But that is something that I needed to go through. It was part of my journey. And I'm sure that, if you're watching this particular message, because I'm sure that this message, if it reaches you, it's meant for you. If you're watching this, that may have been your life story as well. The fact that you would perceive relationships or connections to be much deeper than they actually were. And I'm so glad that I am at this mature, not just mature age, but also mentally mature enough to understand why that needed to happen to me. But you may be at a stage in your life where you are only figuring out right now that, hey, I've been labeling somebody a best friend. I've been thinking the world about this person, and they didn't really feel the same way about me. My advice to you today is, it is so important to actually wait for people to say, I feel the same way about you. You are also my best friend. I also want to be in a relationship with you. I also want to get married to you. I also want to have kids with you. Because, yes, I was the type of person who I would get into a relationship, and then 2 days after getting into that relationship, I would already be planning the marriage in my head. Okay, like that's how crazy and naive I used to be. As I said, I fell in love very quickly. And if I could give myself or my younger self advice, that is the exact advice I am giving you today. Always wait for people to confirm that they feel the same way about you. Make sure that they are also saying things like, I also feel that this way about you. I also want to be with you. Because if you are going to get ahead of yourself and continuously get ahead of yourself, you are going to get your feelings hurt. And I understand why you are getting ahead of yourself. It's because you are craving intimacy. And when I say intimacy, what I mean by that is you are craving depth. You are craving genuine connection. You are craving real connection. You are not the type of person who is about superficiality. You don't care about superficial conversations. You don't care about superficial things. You value depth. You value real conversations. You value real connection. And a lot of times when we value depth, we sometimes try to find that depth, that connection, that genuine friendships. We try to find those things in the wrong places. And the message is make sure they feel the same way about you, because if they don't, then what you want, you are trying to source from the incorrect people in the incorrect places. For the past couple of weeks, my higher self, call it spirit, call it God, whatever you want to call it has been alerting me to the song I Just Haven't Met You Yet by Michael Bublé. And if you've had that song in your mind for for the longest time ever as well, then maybe this is confirmation, right? Maybe that's your confirmation that this message is meant for you. So yes, for the longest time ever, I have been thinking about this song by Michael Bublé. I just haven't met you yet. And even though the song is sung within a romantic context, the message of that song is not entirely, it doesn't have to be entirely romantic if you think about your own context, if you think about your own life. And what that song is teaching us is that, the things we are searching for are things that is still on its way. The depth we are searching for, the genuine connections we are searching for, it's still on its way. It's going to come through people who we just haven't met yet. But as Michael Bublé says, I just haven't met you yet. This means that whoever you are meant to connect with, you are meant to have that genuine connection, that depth with, you will eventually meet those people. And I know that for in the past, like 3 videos that I've done, I have been speaking about being open to the unknown, getting excited about the unknown, because as I said, a lot of us, we think about our lives in a very segmented way. We think that our life is the sum of what has already happened and what is happening. But what we need to understand is that our life is the totality, not only of what has happened, but what is yet to come, what is yet to happen. So get excited about the future, get excited about the people that are yet to walk into your life. Don't be too disappointed about what is happening right now. See if you are feeling disappointed tonight, today, at whichever time you are watching this particular video, if you're feeling disappointed about the fact that, like, you've just found out that somebody doesn't feel the same way about you, whether it is that guy, that girl, that friend, if they just don't feel that deeply about you in relation to the way you feel about them, it is okay. Like, it is fine to feel a bit disappointed. It is fine to grieve. It is fine to cry about the situation. I get you. I feel you. But just know that the correct people, the correct situations, the correct circumstances will show up. But you also need to practice discernment. You also need to be the adult in your own life, right? Because this part of you that is disappointed, it is like your inner child. And you need to basically parent that part of you that needs consolement right now. So you can validate that part of you that is disappointed, but you also need to parent yourself and remind yourself that, hey, the correct people and situations will show up. And also, it is important to practice discernment. And that is, don't get attached too quickly. Don't fall in love too quickly. Make sure that they feel the same way about you before you start planning the wedding and the honeymoon in your mind. And we joke about this, right? Like, a lot of us, we say things like, "Oh, it's only 2 days, and I'm already planning my wedding." But this is a reality for so many women. We really get ahead of ourselves when it comes to friendships, relationships, whatever the case may be. Practice discernment. Make sure they feel the same way about you. Okay? I know that you are so wanting that connection, that closeness, that depth, because hey, you deserve it. You deserve those genuine connections. But just because you know you deserve it and you want it doesn't mean that you need to be desperate for any type of connection. So I'm going to close off this message by once again saying, make sure they feel the same way about you. And also know that whatever you are searching for, it is going to come through that person that you just haven't met yet. And you know what you can do after you've, you know, done, after you've watched this video, you can actually go and search I Just Haven't Met You Yet by Michael Bublé. Have a listen to that song. And yeah, you know, have a listen to it and remind yourself that, hey, they just haven't met you yet, but they are on their way. So yeah, that's all from me. As I say, this is a channel message. It's going to resonate for some, and for others, it might not. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And please do share this message with whoever you think might need to see it. And as I said, if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to this YouTube channel and give this video a big thumbs up and let me know what you think. Okay, so yep, that's all from me. I hope you have an amazing week further. Till next time, much love.